Hey guys, so today we're going to be watching A Guide to BTS by Bora City Magazine. This was recommended to me by one of you guys, and since I am still very new to BTS, I wanted to go ahead and check it out. I know I did see a guide, but that was from I believe like 2 years ago, so this one is more updated, and I'm sure it's gonna fill me in on a whole lot. But yeah, let's go ahead and get right to this video.
When you see a group of cute boys who dance, who wear matching outfits, and whose most popular songs are pop, it's logical to instantly categorize them as a boy band for young girls.
Are there any BTS fans here?
You've seen many of those and you know how it goes. So it's easy to assume that yet another boy band is just not for you, especially a K-pop boy band. Just look at their most popular music videos. They look colorful, nonsensical, and just not your style. But maybe you are curious and you just want to know what's the deal with them. Maybe you don't have the time or the real interest to watch those long introduction videos. So in the hopes that you do go watch all of that helpful content and give them a real chance, here's a very short introduction video to BTS and their 7 members. This is how I explain BTS to my friends who are not interested in them at all. So this video is made specifically for these type of audiences. But first, here's the one and only rule. You can question, but don't assume. To understand BTS, you need to unlearn a lot of rules from the Western music industry and preconceived notions you have about K-pop. Because you'll see the answer to most of your assumptions about BTS is going to be no, you are completely wrong. So let's start now. BTS is a South Korean male group formed since 2010, officially debuting in 2013. BTS stands for Bangtanso년단, which can be translated to Bulletproof Boy Scouts in English. Why is the abbreviation for Bulletproof Boy Scouts so weird? Because BTS does not stand for the translation in English, so stop looking for the B, T, and S in this name. To avoid this confusion, BTS started using Beyond the Scene as an alternative name in English, but BTS really has always stood for Bangtanso년단.
I have always kind of wondered what BTS stood for. I knew that it meant Bangtan, but I didn't know that it meant beyond the scene. I've seen a lot of people talk about like Bulletproof Boy Scouts, but I never thought that that was accurate. I didn't really think that that was what they wanted it to mean. So it's interesting. I'm glad I know that now.
Name. To avoid this confusion, BTS started using Beyond the Scene as an alternative name in English, but BTS really has always stood for Bangtanso년단. BTS is composed of 7 members, 3 rappers, 4 singers. Why are there so many members? The K-pop industry is inspired by the J-pop industry, in which music labels prepare hundreds of trainees to debut in a group. In these industries, 6, 7, 8, 9 or more members are not uncommon. Just try reducing a lineup of hundreds of trainees with a lot of potential into a small number. 7 especially, I would say, is the best number of members a group like BTS can have, because for choreography, odd numbers look better than even numbers. With 3 and 5 members, stability and dance figures are harder, and 9 or more members can look too crowded. 7 is perfect. So if BTS were created in the K-pop industry, they are K-pop, right? It's complicated. K-pop is not a music genre, so it's not just pop in Korean. K-pop is a music industry that produces integrated content. BTS were discovered, went through auditions, and were trained for months or years under a K-pop label. But their unique circumstances allow them, inspire them, or force them to grow beyond this industry very quickly. Like the Western music industry, the K-pop industry has been ruled by 3 labels. Below them, there's medium labels, and below them, there's the labels that do not have the resources to properly debut debut or promote their groups. BTS's label was close to bankruptcy when they started training them, and once they debuted, they didn't have the resources or connections for promotion opportunities. So BTS had to perform when other groups cancelled. BTS had to accept being mocked by bigger groups because that was the way it was. While other groups worked with famous songwriters and producers, BTS's label had to find strong singer-songwriters from the very beginning. And that's why signing rappers who write their raps and who were already in the underground hip-hop scene was this K-pop label's unusual first great decision. So yes, BTS were born in the K-pop industry, but they had to find many non-K-pop alternatives because they were simply not welcomed, not by the industry, neither by other K-pop groups. These unconventional choices in K-pop, like the use of social media, SoundCloud, and presenting as more relatable, eventually made them very popular internationally with non-K-pop audiences. Forcing the K-pop industry to really notice BTS and celebrate them as theirs after BTS already went beyond their niche world.
The first and the biggest of the superstars in K-pop to come out of Seoul and reach the world are BTS.
That's why BTS being K-pop or not is still a debate. Okay, but BTS are still a boy band. Sure, you wouldn't be wrong by calling them a boy band, but again, don't assume they work like every other popular boy band you've seen. No, you shouldn't recognize them by their hairstyles because they change their looks a lot. No, their songs are not all bright pop songs about love. Those are just the ones mainstream radio shows and audiences are willing to play and accept. And they are very cool as well. But I'm serious, that is a very small minority of their discography. That is why no, people who actually listen to BTS are not teenagers. They are around BTS's age, most in their 20s and 30s. And no, BTS are not teenagers. Okay, but in the end, every star part of any group wants to go solo. BTS.
So that is one of the differences that I've noticed between like Western boy groups. The fan base, age range that is most well known and acceptable is teenagers to early 20-year-olds. Beyond that, a lot of times people think that it's weird. I never really had like a fangirl era like with One Direction or anything like that. I enjoyed some of their music. Most of it I would just listen to because my best friend is a huge fan of One Direction. I didn't really start following any of their music until they split up, just because of my personal taste in music. But I'm just gonna say K-pop just to kind of, I guess, sum it up. But for K-pop groups, I did notice that the age range is kind of all over the place. You have the teenagers. Majority of the ones that I see are those of or around the same age. And then the older group, which I love. I mean, it's music. Enjoy it.
Teenagers. Okay, but in the end, every star part of any group wants to go solo. BTS has never seen it like that.
솔로야 방탄소년단이야. 방탄소년단이야.
근데 1순위가 당연히 우리 멤버들도 다 그렇게 생각할 거야. 1순위는 무조건 일단 단체.
저한테 최우선 팀이고.
The BTS members started releasing solo music 2 years after their debut, and they have maintained a group career for over a decade. Some of their solo songs are under the name BTS, others are under their own name, and others are under both. Even as solo artists, they still introduce themselves as a member of BTS.
I'm a BTS. J-Hope from BTS.
Jimin of BTS.
And on their BTS tours, they also perform their solo songs. Okay, but how musically diverse can a mainstream, mass appeal, family-friendly group like this really be? To answer this, I'm going to talk about archetypes. When first getting to know BTS, many try to recognize them with boy band tropes. Who is the bad boy, the cute one, the funny one, or the breakout solo star? Although I don't
All
like
of the
these
above.
labels, I understand that people who don't know them need something to associate them with. So here's one label for each of them. The rappers are J-Hope, RM, and Suga. RM used to stand for Rap Monster, but now it stands for Real Me, so just use RM. In Korea, last names go first. So RM is the stage name of Namjoon.
My name is Namjoon.
RM is the poet because he is good with words. RM is the official leader,
Who is BTS leader?
Namjoon Kim.
which does not mean he is the main guy. It means he is the spokesperson in the group.
Because I'm the spokesperson, I'm gonna speak a lot. I'm sorry.
RM is very smart. He's multilingual
あといますか今あとさ踏んでる Yeah I like the camera
and the only BTS member who can speak fluent English.
Making some music together with her?
리조랑 얘기했어요. 뭐 작업 같이 할 생각 있는지.
때는 너무 정신없어서
Oh, so
반가워만 하고 헤어졌어.
it was so loud and crazy and hectic there.
And RM is known for his wordplay and lyricism. Think of him as a rapper
I like how that sounded.
in alternative hip-hop, indie pop, and R&B,
Fuck the trendsetter, I'm gonna turn back the time.
in which his introspective words can properly shine. Next is Suga. Suga stands for
Sorry. What was that song? I'm pretty sure it was the first one. Kind of going back to whenever they were talking about the labels. In Western music, yes, that is very common all the time. They're always like, which one's the funny one, which one's the cute one, all of that. What I've learned with BTS and all the other groups that I have checked out, I don't think you can give a single label to a single member because they're all equally fitted for every label. Funny, cute, good dancer, good singer, rapper, whatever, they're all equally so talented. And that's why I said earlier, I was like all of the above, because I don't think you can just give them a label like that. But I do like how they're breaking it down between the rappers and everything, and also how they make the clear distinction of what the leader role actually means. But yeah, okay, sorry.
Next is Suga. Suga stands for shooting guard, one of the 5 positions in basketball.
Shooting and guard, so Suga.
And yes, it's because he is a basketball fan. As a solo artist, Suga also goes by August D, which is DT Suga backwards.
DT Sugar.
DT stands for his hometown, Daegu.
That's your hometown, DT?
Yeah, DT.
Suga and August
I love
D
that.
are the stage names of Yoongi.
You can call me August D or Suga or Yoongi.
Yeah.
Suga's keyword is underground rapper because that is his background, and he is used to doing everything in his songs. Suga is known as the main producer in BTS
Who is BTS producer? Suga.
and has received awards producing for others. Suga is not scared of calling others out in his lyrics, and his delivery is unapologetic, aggressive,
The song was that.
fast,
We are the Skaggs family.
and overall extremely dynamic. The third rapper is J-Hope. J-Hope's name was inspired by his musical idol, the rapper J. Cole. But J-Hope also has some of his real name. Last name John, first name Hosok. J-Hope is the street dancer because he's always been into street dancing. So his music, rap style, and even personality complement his energetic dance. Think of hip-hop, synth pop, trap, house,
I love house.
and funk. J-Hope is most known for his catchy curses. Ad-libs,
You crazy. You know I can take it more.
Okay, I
and
love
flow
ad-libs.
switches. Next, we have the four singers, Jin,
Okay, so RM, poet, Suga, underground rapper, and J-Hope, street dancer. Sorry, when I start like actively thinking about it, I feel like it kind of just goes out the window. But okay, so poet, underground rapper, street dancer.
V, Jungkook, and Jimin. Study with Jin. Jin is the stage name or abbreviation of Seokjin, and Jin's keyword is sentimental or emotive. Not emotional, but emotive. Before becoming a singer, he was a theater student during university, and it's his range of emotions why he takes the main acting role
He's the one that kisses the statue.
during university, and it's his range of emotions why he takes the main acting role in several BTS music videos. So some of his musical strengths are his tender, sorrowful, and free-spirited vocals, which show his emotional range. A big inspiration for him is Coldplay, a band he and BTS collaborated with.
There's a lot of rock on this.
저는 이제 밴드분들 중에 콜드플레이 형님들을 되게 좋아하는데
So think of pop rock, Brit rock, new wave, and ballads. Jin shines as a live band vocalist. Members of the Grammy panel described his vocals as a silver voice, and he's best known for his strong falsetto and high notes.
왜 이렇게 진영이랑 지민이 형이 안 입지? 그 둘이 때문에 곡이 높아지실 때 자꾸.
Fine with that.
Next is Jimin. But Jimin goes by his real name Jimin, and his keyword is ethereal.
It's really nice to meet you. I'm Jimin.
Jimin is a contemporary dancer. And his vocals have been described as delicate, sweet, and ethereal. Not only his vocals, but his personality is also sweet and cute.
Cutie, sexy, lovely. Cutie and sexy and lovely.
Sexy, cutie, lovely.
I'm sweet guy.
Cutie, sexy, lovely, sweet guy.
And most importantly, Jimin is unapologetically pop. R&B
Ooh, I like
pop,
that outfit.
synth pop,
Well, what's the song for the R&B pop?
Latin pop, and anything that showcases his singing style. And Jimin is known for his hypnotizing performances.
I love that song.
On the complete opposite of singing styles is V. V, the stage name of Taeyeon, stands for victory.
Only V. Okay, victory.
And his keyword is soulful. V is a baritone. And he has a very deep, husky, and soulful voice. His songs are R&B, neo-soul, indie pop, and jazz. And V V, of course, loves including flutes and saxophones on his songs. V is an old soul. He loves photography, old music, and formal clothing. V is known for his warm lyrics, especially during the holiday season.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
The seventh member is Jungkook. Jungkook uses his real name. Last name is Jeon, first name is Jungkook.
Jung and JT on the main now.
I'm Jungkook Jungkook.
Jungkook is the male mainstream pop star the world is looking for but keeps denying for some reason. Jungkook is not just inspired by mainstream pop artists.
If I was a boyfriend, never let you go. We were so beautiful. There's nothing like us. There's nothing like you and me. I'ma leave the door open.
I love his voice.
I spent 10,000 hours. I do the same thing I told you when I never would.
He is now one of the biggest male soloists in mainstream pop. His Western collabs
in the world know my name, I'm the truth. So if you're ready,
Got you skipping work and me. Fuck it, let's sleep in. Yeah.
and songs in English are pop perfection.
push and pull to get closer, closer.
And like the biggest pop stars,
Under the light, oh,
Jungkook is known for his great stability at singing and dancing at the same time.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If your body gonna lick the sound of the moon.
Once you have associated the BTS members
Well, I can see here, but Jin, emotive, Jungkook is mainstream, V, soulful, and Jimin, ethereal.
with their keywords, you have to forget everything I've just said because all the BTS members are experts at breaking out of their label boxes. The poet was also an underground rapper and can be very aggressive in his songs. The underground rapper loves playing the acoustic guitar and the piano and singing introspective,
I love
sweet
the piano.
lyrics. The street dancer made an entire album with songs he performed with no choreographies. The sentimental one has a song about his love for fishing and he is very silly as well.
You know, worldwide handsome.
Worldwide handsome.
Worldwide handsome. Worldwide handsome, Jin.
The ethereal one also shines in powerful hip-hop performances. The soulful one can also deliver aggressive and high vocals. And the mainstream one loves composing non-mainstream songs. And somehow they work perfectly as a group, performing together all of the styles I've mentioned and more.
What's that? Oh, what's that?
Alexander Wayne, living Isabel my rhyme. Baby, go until you're dead, come and show me what you got.
To this day, I have not found a group as dynamic, creative, risk-taking, and surprising as them. If you think they are not for you, you just have to keep looking. You won't regret it.
I love this. It was very insightful. There was some things that I didn't know from the last guide that I saw. I really liked the way that they formatted this video. Very informative. I did think it was funny how after kind of giving each of them a label, they're like, okay, but forget about all that. I'm really excited to dive more into BTS, not just as a group, but also their solo careers, and hear all the different genres that they dive into. I'm learning more and more, little by little, about BTS. Both of these guides were very helpful, so thank you to all of you who have recommended them to me. And also, it's not just the guides that are helpful. You guys are, I think, the ones that I learned the absolute most from. All the comments that you guys leave are extremely helpful and informative, and I really do genuinely appreciate them. So please continue to do that. I hope you guys enjoyed watching along with me. If you did, please leave a like and a comment, and if you want to tag along in this journey with me, then please subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it. If you want further content from me, my Instagram is right here, and at the end of this video I also have a Patreon if you guys are interested in checking that out. I hope you all have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.